It's not about out there. It's not about the big answers. It's not about someone coming and saving you with their spaceship. It's about right now, this second, and what's here. And when you find out what's here, don't stop there. We've given you tools. We've given you instruction. We've given you everything we've had. And we have more. But without that commitment, without you really saying, yeah, okay, this is what this is about, there's nothing more we can do. It all starts over. It all starts again. Not at the beginning, but it starts anew. And it starts now. And that's who we are tonight. That's where we are tonight. That's what we have for you tonight. That's the point we are in. There can be no more bullshit. There can be no more distracted. There can be no more everything habitual is more important than what is being presented to me when I show up with my integrity. The most important thing is that you can be your complete self in every moment, and that you manage and grow from what that experience reveals to you. That's who you are. That's Homo sapiens. That's evolution. That's bringing the 2012 timeline into now. And that's what we're offering you as the jumping off point of now. That's where you are. And that's what we want to look at tonight. The way we accessed it was by saying, you're afraid. And you better start realizing you're afraid in order to increase consciousness, raise your vibration, bring more of your soul's energy in, and facilitate ascension. You better know what you're afraid of. And once you know what you're afraid of, you better see how you can transform it. Because there's a fear present in every moment until you leave the fear operating system. And none of you are out of it. So guess what? You're afraid. Before we started talking, you were afraid. While we're talking, you're afraid. After we talk, you're afraid. What is that fear revealing? That's the question. What is the fear I'm experiencing revealing to me? Because there's an answer there. And that answer then asks you to take another step. It doesn't ask you to stop and feel fear and relive the past. That's absolutely not what it asks you to do. It asks you to take the next step. That step into the truth of the entirety of you in the moment. That's the invitation. That's the offering. That's the space where your soul is showing up and saying, all that I have to offer is being offered to you now. And are you going to habituate around those offerings and see it as nothing? Or are you going to have a new experience around those offerings and expand into the possibility? That's what's being given to you today. That's the offering that's being made. That's the opportunity. And it comes through the body. Through the body. You have to have a body to do this game you're in. So of course it comes through the body. And the body is the key to the door. The key to the door is the body. So you're looking for the body's experience of this. Not what the feelings of the body tell you to do. No. It's not, I feel afraid, so I have to feel fear. No. It's, I experience this moment as a spiritual being with spiritual free will, dictating how this moment is going to be experienced by examining what's going on and really understanding what's happening. And then I let the body have the experience of the transformed state. And the body's experience of the transformed state facilitates the next moment where the same process happens, where I can again experience the body's experience of the transformed state. All along, the body has run the show because you were in a fear-based operating system. And the body said, look around, you've got to be afraid to stay alive. Now you're starting to come from a consciousness-based operating system, which says, okay, I have an assessment of the situation, taking into consideration the body's wisdom and saying, no, we're not going to go with fear here, but we're going to go with fascination. We're going to go with curiosity. We're going to go with, maybe this is just what I need and I never knew it because I was too busy letting fear tell me who I was. And as you explore the fascination of the moment, the body actually gets to show you its truth. The body shows up in its completeness too. Not just the soul's experience, but the body gets to say, oh, all this time, you thought all I could show you was fear. You thought the best we got was excitement. But guess what? There's bliss in here. And I've been waiting and waiting and waiting to show you bliss from the physical. And it's facilitated by spiritual free will showing up. Spiritual free will shows up, evaluates the moment, keeps the past and the future out, opens up to the soul's insight. The soul's insight comes in, the fear-based operating system goes offline, the consciousness-based operating system comes online, and the body goes into bliss. It relaxes into its truth. The truth is that the body is built for bliss. When the consciousness-based operating system is in place, the body's built for bliss. When the fear-based operating system is in place, the body is built for paranoia. We have seen you suffer, and we suggest a solution, a path out of suffering. But it's free will, and no one can make you do it. No one can do it for you. And it has to be choose and choose again as you continually rewrite the opportunities for expansion that show up. Because every opportunity for expansion is also an opportunity to be in fear. And you have to use your spiritual free will to write the script of your life. You like this term, creating your reality? Well, let's see what it feels like to create a reality out of bliss. When bliss is driving the creative process, you're going to have a completely different experience. But fear drives the creative process. And you feel lucky if you wake up one day and you feel good and you're not scared, obviously, and you might have some money in the bank and nobody's pissed you off yet. You think you're lucky. You kind of count your lucky stars and you think, oh, great, look at this is a good day because I actually feel good. That is the cheapest crap we've seen ever. Why settle? Stop settling. If you think just because this moment feels good in your body, but you haven't run it through the consciousness-based operating system, rewritten the script, checked in with the moment, and seen what's truly going on, you're not getting what feeling good even is. Because you're not coming from bliss. You're coming from, maybe this moment will hang on. And that's not bliss. That's fear of fear. And that's as good as it's gotten, except on these wildly momentary experiences where you touch into something else. But on a day-to-day basis, the best it gets to is fear of feeling more fear. That's as good as you've had it. But we're telling you bliss is here. Bliss being a state with no opposite. Bliss being a state that isn't contingent upon anyone else's behavior. Bliss being a state where you are complete in yourself and you show up completely in yourself and you allow your physical form to experience its highest potential. That's what is on the agenda. That is who you are. That is where you are. And that is what it's about.